It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It is the NBA playoffs. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, we have.
Yes. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Toronto Raptors. Checking out Toronto, the second seed in the East, a confident team entering these playoffs. They're looking to make a deep run and contend for a title. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors. Look at Toronto. Because they're the second seed, they'll have home court advantage through the next two rounds.
And they're ready to go. I mean, as we can hear, so are their fans. This can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd is this charged up. That alone gives them a huge leg up.
That's why you grind so hard during the regular season, to get this payoff, home court advantage. And that's exactly what they've worked for.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is out there with Stauskas. And it's Monroe in at the 5, home in the paint. Valanciunas, good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And they're able to recover. And he gets it to go. Monroe's got his first basket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Houdini. Carroll dishes to Patterson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 to shoot. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by Houdini. Parker against Valanciunas. And Parker, here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the first one at the line is good. And Parker drops them both. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Out to the right wing. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Parker. Another shot. Shot is no good. And Toronto will come the other way. Now the pass to Houdini. Wide open. Rebound by Stauskas. And so it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 1. Outside, out of the Kumbo. He dishes it to Monroe. With the fadeaway. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Monroe's got his second basket of the game. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. DeRozan in the corner. Here's Houdini. Carter Williams covering. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. To the inside. Houdini. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now, here is Monroe. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Out left to the wing. Carroll, no one around him. And another basket for Toronto.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Antetokounmpo looking for his first basket still in this one. He kicks it to Stauskas. Misses the 3. Raptors leading by 3. Here's DeRozan. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Biyombo comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for DeMarre Carroll. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. Sanders comes in for Jabari Parker. Phillips, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Nick Stauskas. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. DeRozan's shot is good.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Plumlee sets the pick for Carter Williams. Kicks to Sanders. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Sanders has got his first points of the night.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. unloads from 13, and that one's good.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Passes it to Houdini. Cuts off the pass. Phillips. No good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And DeMar DeRozan, star of the Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life. Patterson. Ross comes in, and Houdini subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Milwaukee also making some changes. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Plumlee. Parker comes in for Sanders. And Stauskas subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Stauskas is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Monroe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Toronto grabs the miss. Ross passes to Houdini. He feeds it to Ross. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Stauskas. Now the Bucks moving it up. And that one's good. Stauskas has got his second bucket tonight.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Bucks trail by 8. Carter-Williams kicks to Stauskas. Dishes it to Parker. Fires from 14. And that one comes up a bit short.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Houdini. Houdini's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Carroll against Parker. Parker double-teamed. Now here's Carter-Williams. Defense is right there. And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Greg Monroe.
Crisp pass into the paint.
The feed to Ross. To the middle. Here's Houdini. Powered down with both hands.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Monroe dishes to Stauskas. Monroe outside. Clock at 6. Here's Parker. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through. Big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. DeRozan comes in for Corey Joseph. Phillips, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 12. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Carter-Williams. Monroe sets a screen for Carter-Williams. Three-pointer. Here's Antetokounmpo, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Raptors leading by 10. Pass to Houdini. Rebound by Monroe.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Houdini. No good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Raptors leading by 10. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. That's why I've had success here earlier.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
All right, we got a few things to cover before the second half. This isn't a game I'm going to let slip away from us. We need this one. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round one in the NBA playoffs.
Really an extraordinary game for Houdini. He has 18 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Houdini in at point guard. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. DeRozan out there with DeMar Carroll. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls delivered quite a performance. He finished with 34 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Finish off the break.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
With this quick break on the floor, let's highlight the sweetest shooting big men in basketball. Look at their numbers in the regular season. Jonas Valanciunas, number 1.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move.
Well, his adaptability is a terrific attribute to have. I mean, he plays his game based on the look the defense gives him. And he's prepared to try anything and do anything in order to get the high percentage shot that he wants.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Carter Williams. Rebound by Houdini.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Got that bucket in no time at all. DeRozan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
Another. The pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Patterson, and the Raptors with some changes. Biyombo, he's checked in. For Jonas Valanciunas, Damari Carroll comes in for Patrick Patterson, and Houdini subbed in for Powell. Screen by Monroe, and there's the pass to Phillips. Outside, Antetokounmpo passes to Phillips. expanding his range, and it's good.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
The shot's good from Houdini. Houdini's got 20 points.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Raptors lead by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Here's Houdini. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Monroe in at the center, filling out the middle. Back to Carter Williams. And lots of contact there. missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Carter Williams hits them both. Here's Houdini. Valanciunas passes to Houdini. And it's good. Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Bucks trail by 13. Monroe left side.
That's the walk.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Houdini. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. And he lays it straight in.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Parker against Valanciunas. Parker's shot is off.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempt.
And that one's good. 9 points for Greg Monroe. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to Houdini.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on them now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. A different look for Milwaukee. Sanders comes in for Monroe, and Nick Stauskas is subbed in for Hollis Jefferson.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for You got it. Let's get the
Here's
ball
Carroll,
inside.
and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The dish to DeRozan. And the pass to Houdini. Kept alive. Valanciunas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
At the line for your Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas.
The first free throw is good.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He has 9 rebounds, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
That one is no good. Bucks trail by 15. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Valanciunas against Parker. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Here's Houdini. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Houdini's got 7 now in this quarter. Bucks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Poke loose. Here's the break. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, is really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Bucks trail by 20. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Parker, a screen on Carroll. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Pass to Houdini. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. And another hit. Shot made once more from Houdini. Houdini's got 14 points here in the second half. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He told his guys, be patient at the offensive end. Whatever we do, we cannot waste possessions with bad shot selection. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way. And they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No. Maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
No good from Valanciunas.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Carter Williams against DeRozan. Here's Parker. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. 10 points for Jabari Parker.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for Toronto.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Parker seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Houdini. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Screen by Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's Houdini. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Here's Carter Williams. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Toronto. Terrence Ross is checked in for Patterson. For DeMar Carroll. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Sanders. Damian Inglis comes in for Jabari Parker. Phillips, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Stauskas. And Milwaukee has possession. Phillips, the pass to Carter Williams. All sorts of time. Milwaukee the rebound.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
And the numbers back it up, Greg. I mean, he's brought his hard hat and mean mentality to the glass with him today.
Snatched away. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness, a pretty good combination. Thanks for the time, Kyle. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance, and what a time to do it. If he can keep up this effort, Ernie, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.